Ramblin Man here. Alright, it's that time of the week when we talk about divorce. Now, I know that I have talked to you about the 5 stages of divorce, and we're on the 5th stage, right? After this, I will go into my next episode. We'll talk about just different things: kids, lingering effects, things like that. Things that affect you not immediately after or right as you're getting divorced, but they just keep playing around, and co-parenting and everything like that. But let's finish these 5 stages. Now, the first one, of course, was denial, and you go through denying that it even is happening. Why is this? Why is this happening to me? Anger, being angry with all. Now, remember, not everyone will experience all 5 of these, because some people may want out of the marriage. You may be that person. You're like, you know what? It may be relief for you, but I'm telling you, in some way, shape, or form, you are going to experience some of these, because it is like the death of a person, because you're losing yourself. Especially the longer you've been with someone, the more it's going to feel like a death, like you are dealing with grief, a loss. So after you've gone through denial and anger, of course you go through bargaining, and like I said, they could be in different order and that kind of thing, but I did the whole bargaining thing. What if I did this? What if I did that? Then I went through depression, and that was the worst stage for me, because I just felt empty, like there was no getting out, none whatsoever. Then the stage you want to be in is the last one, and that is acceptance. And acceptance is not like, yep, it's just going to happen. No, it comes in bits and pieces. Maybe one day is better than it has been in a while, and you're like, hey, I had a pretty good day today. And this point at this stage is one of those things where you're just like, you know what? I'm going to be okay. Because most of that is just the fact that you're living without your former partner. You don't have that person there anymore. And they're not there. Sorry about this. The light in the background we have weather outside. It's kind of crazy. So, but you have your life moving forward without this person. And when you start to take into account, you know what? I'm going to survive this. It's going to be okay. I will be just fine. You take one step after the other. It's that one day you wake up and you're like, and it's not an empty feeling in your gut. It's not oh, what am I going to do today? No, it's man, this is all right. I'm going to be okay. Today is a new day. I'm springing forward. I am moving in the right direction. I'm going to make things happen, because there's no reason for me to stay back here and wait for something that's not going to happen. You accept the things. You accept the fact that, you know what? I am a divorcee. I am okay with that, because there's not much I can do about changing that now. I can only be the best person I can be, and I move forward. You start going out more. You'll contact friends. And that may be just your baby steps of just like, hey, you call a friend. And like I said, I had 1 or 2 friends that I stayed in contact with the whole time. But beyond that, I really hadn't seen a bunch of my other friends, because I just didn't want to be around them. I played a lot of softball. Well, I did play a lot of softball, and I just pulled myself back. I didn't play anymore. I didn't want to be around people, because anytime I was around someone else, it reminded me of what I used to be and what things I had. Well, instead of looking at the things that I have now, which is amazing, because if you look at what you have, instead of what you've lost, but what you still have, you have a whole lot. Just remember that. And so once I accepted that, things were so much better. And like I said, it was hard to get to that point, but once I had that acceptance, that's where I wanted to be out. It's like the sweet spot. I started going out more. People say, you want to go out? And it wasn't going out to get myself drunk or just to stay busy so I wouldn't think about things. It was actually for my enjoyment, going out. Like, let's have fun. Let's go do this and do that. And enjoying family again. And I was able to spend more time with my kids, do other things that were for me, not for the other person, because I spent a lot of time wasted trying to work towards a person that was not going to be in my life, other than like co-parenting and things. But once I accepted that, it was amazing. So there will be a day, and you will get to that point, and if you've already gone through this, you know that that's the truth, that you finally get to that spot where you accept it, you accept the fact that you're divorced, and you move forward. And each day that you move forward gets easier. Now, some people will say, well, mine's not like that. I still think about it's because you haven't moved to that final stage of acceptance. When you move to the final stage of acceptance and you're actually completely in acceptance, you're not thinking about the other person. Are there thoughts, fleeting thoughts? Yes, not in necessarily a way of, oh, I miss this person, but more of, you see that person in a lot of things you do because you spent so much time with them, but that gets less and less. And after a while, you just don't have those anymore. And it's pretty amazing. So remember, all these things are normal. You go through these different stages, and when you get to acceptance, just remember you're on that back stretch. You're on the final stretch, and you can move on with your life. And it's important to do that. So if you have anything that you are having an issue with, or you have questions and things that maybe I may have experienced or you have experienced, and you just have questions about it, just comment. You can private message me, whatever you want to do. But just let me know. I'd be happy to help any way I can. So until next week, y'all have a great one. Ramblin' Man, out.